Hello, all you fellow nerds out there, and welcome to this session of Nerd Week Podcast. Be prepared for banters, ranters, spoilers, and ragers. There will be nerdgasms, nerd tears, and occasionally nerd shunning on at least one of these victims.
And teabagging from Maya.
Speaking of victims, I'm your host of Thing, and today we have...
Rogue.
Maya. Shh, 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 shh. And then we've got Aaron back there. He's sleeping.
Firefly sleeps.
Firefly sleeps right now. I took his hat. I've got his hat. Now I have his power.
What is this power?
His power is Mountain Dew.
Oh,
The power of caffeine.
The power of Mountain Dew compels you.
The power of Dew compels you.
Remember we were at Five Guys? Power of Sprite compares you. Anyways, so, oh man, one of the things...
Our fire is on.
It's true. Is
Yeah.
it keeping you warm?
It's keeping me warm.
Good.
So it's been actually pretty nice outside.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to actually warm up and stay warm like all day and all night.
All day.
So we can take our dogs to the canyon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't remember what day it was. Probably Thursday, maybe Tuesday, one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
The new Civil War trailer released.
It was Thursday.
We're gonna do a reaction on it.
Are we?
Yeah,
Oh.
we've got 3 reactions that I've been wanting to do, but yet we haven't had time to do it.
Okay.
We never have time.
Nope. I've been busy because I've been doing 60 hours a week, and then I quit my job.
And I have a job.
He didn't have a job for a month. Now I don't have a job, and it's going to be another month before I get one.
Yeah. But I finally have an Xbox One now.
It's about damn time.
His wife loves him.
Yeah.
His wife really loves him.
Yeah.
Squeak. Squeak, squeak.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm going to have to lower the volume on this thing.
So-
This thing's getting ridiculous.
I feel like talking about random stuff today because, you know, I'm all about randomness. But while we were over at her parents' house, I was on Facebook and saw this post.
Uh-huh.
The guy that that played Jake from State Farm, the State Farm commercial,
Yeah.
he actually died this week. He was found dead, and the reason why is because his wife killed him because he was having an affair. Can you believe that?
Jake from State Farm?
Yes.
He doesn't seem like the cheating type, does he?
Still think he's pranking me. Like, we're sitting there on Facebook. I'm like, this has to be a practical joke.
There's no way. But it's ironic that he died because of that, because in the commercial for State Farm, there's that guy talking to Jake from State Farm in the middle of the night, and the wife comes downstairs like, "Who is she?" "I'm Jake from State Farm." "Well, she sounds ugly." So,
The irony behind it. So the wife killed him?
yeah.
How?
It doesn't
It
say.
doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Yeah.
Is it like by a frying pan or something like that? He sits there and he's like, "Honey, it's not what it seems like." Whack. And just starts beating his head in. Bing, bing. Or was it more like a stabbing or a poisoning?
But we don't know. It
We
didn't
don't know.
say.
Probably got some sort of object and hit him. I mean, if you were mad at someone, you would probably just go after them, attack them, but you'd probably think for a second, what would be the best object to use?
The best to... Well, I guess if you were defending yourself and then if you were attacking somebody.
Hey,
Yeah.
pretty much females always use the same weapon, poison. Poison is a female's weapon.
Not what I would pick.
She would rather off see them die right in front of her. Die, motherfuckers, die!
Yeah. Like
most of the time, females
Scared
do
yet?
poisons because they don't want anybody to know that it was them that killed them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you can go off and die at work. Have fun.
It's just like, hey, honey, I'm gonna give you a kiss. Mwah. Your lips are sealed with poison, kind of like Game of Thrones.
Poison ivy.
Poison ivy. There you go. That's
I
why.
did that in a movie. I
Mhm.
remember seeing
Yeah.
it when I was a kid.
Speaking of poison, guess what's coming out pretty soon? Warcraft Legion.
really?
Yep, and then Overwatch.
Yes, May something. I don't remember. But apparently it's only in beta, right? Right now?
Yeah, it's still in beta. It's still closed beta for only people who are hardcore gamers that asked politely to Blizzard if they can
Right.
have the code.
But the good thing about Overwatch is we can get it on our Xbox Ones.
I got it on my computer. I don't know what you crackheads are doing.
Watching Netflix.
Do you have it on your computer right now?
I downloaded it.
Oh, well, how'd you get a key?
I just already pre-ordered it and downloaded it. Right now, I can't play it.
Makes sense because it's not released yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you should get it on your Xbox One so we can all play together and stream.
I'm playing it on my computer because it's better with the mouse.
Oh.
Like way, 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 way better. When you have a mouse, it's a lot more accurate. You can actually sit there and be like, who's that? Bing! Who's that? Bing! Who's that? Bing! First-person shooters on computers are awesome.
I guess it really depends on, how comfortable you are with playing. With me, I do first-person shooter games a whole lot better on the Xbox.
I want to do an experimentation to see
What's that?
To see if a controller is way better than a keyboard.
Well, you need to have the same person do it.
I don't know. I would say let's just have it where it's just like we got one team, the best team that's a computer based, and then the best team that's Xbox or PlayStation based.
Yeah.
Who will win? Yeah. Is it because the mouse I find is so accurate, it's pathetic. With a joystick, it's really tough to be very accurate.
Right.
But that's just me.
So I'm sitting here thinking that cord can reach all the way over to him, and then we can record him snoring.
Should we?
I mean, if you want to try and see if it'll record him snoring.
Hang on 1 second. Guys, shh, be quiet.
Shh. It's going to be a weird session.
I know, right?
I mean, it's not a camera. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric. This is our buddy, Eric. Say hello to our family.
Hi.
Don't worry, the camera can't see you.
The camera can't see you at all.
Nope.
I know, that's what I checked.
He's like, wait, where's the
Hi,
damn
Fatty.
camera?
Hi, Fatty. Say meow. Meow.
I tried. I'm too short.
I tried so hard. Work?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm sorry. Have fun. Go make good choices.
This is what I look like when I get 5 hours.
You should get 5-hour energy to make up for the other half.
Yes. No, 5 hours.
Okay, if we hear Aaron snoring, we should have had a drinking game with this. Whenever we hear Aaron snoring, we take a shot.
No.
Well, I think it'd be more entertaining if the microphone picks up on him talking in his sleep.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The cat's on top of him.
The cat's just giving him some loving.
Yeah.
He sits there and kicks the cat off. He literally kicks the cat off. He
He'd
goes,
come close and love me. It's like he's scared of me or something.
Did you see the new episode of Legends of Tomorrow?
yeah, I did. Well, they never answered the question of whether or not Captain Cold killed his friend, which it's honestly, he didn't kill his friend.
No, there's no way he did.
But what did he do is the question.
Well, I just want to know where he left him. Probably left him in a time that.
It would be really
future.
funny. It'd be really funny. He left him in a time where, like, they go into the future and all of a sudden everything changes. And it's like, wait, this didn't happen. It's like, you left him alive, didn't you?
Unless they left him in the future.
I mean, that's what
and it
happened in
changed.
Back to the Future, so.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Biff, just ruining everything.
And I love Back to the Future. And that cat, it's everywhere. Psst, psst, psst.
Wow. Come here, kitty.
Come here, fatty.
Kitty.
Come here, fatty.
This
No, love me, not him.
Whoa, what was that?
It's Aaron. he's like the weirdest. This is Aaron, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna do Aaron impersonation while he's sleeping. He's like this.
And then you explode.
Literally.
Sid the Sloth sleeps like that as well.
But in trees.
In trees or on a rock.
I love Sid the Sloth.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
Love the
like
guy that does the voice of Sid the Sloth. He's pretty cool.
Who is he?
Oh, it's Matt calling. Should we answer?
Let's answer.
Put on the microphone.
Yeah, microphone.
Hello? How's it going?
It's going good. How about you?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. Well, I just talked to Aubrey. I don't know if she contacted you, but she said she's working.
Yeah,
So
we
she's
know.
busy. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, she
Okay.
messaged Grant.
If you look on live stream, you can see us on Twitch talking to you.
No thanks. I'm good.
Are we still good to hang out after?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll call you when we're done.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This has been such an interesting podcast.
I
so
love
far.
my gingers.
Yeah.
We're only like, what, 10 minutes in? 15?
Well, I finally figured out I'm half a ginger because of my beard.
So it was so funny. It grows out, and then it's like, okay, what did you do? Eat a ginger?
No, I didn't eat a ginger. The devil took half my soul, and then I punched him in the
Ginger
face.
ate him.
The devil.
He ate out of ginger.
That's why I don't have feelings for anybody. Literally, it's only half feelings.
Do
You know,
not like me?
I have half feelings.
Are they good feelings?
I don't know. I can never tell. They're like halfsies.
Well, apparently everybody thinks I hate them. So there's how like she looks grumpy. I'm like, I'm tired. Go away.
I'm tired. I'm grumpy. Go away.
Yeah, no, like one of my best friends thought I hated him for a whole year, but we had a class at 9:00 in the morning, and I hated everybody in there. Well, everybody that talks, all the people that were quiet, like him, really didn't mind. It was just the professor and all those people that just don't shut up.
Isn't that just like the weirdest thing? People that just don't shut up when you're just irritated by them. Yeah. They will continuously talk. It's because you're being irritated by them and they're uncomfortable with the silence.
Yeah.
It was a Japanese class, and we were there to learn Japanese, but these people would not shut up about cosplay and all of this stuff. I'm like, I want to pass this class. I don't want to talk about what other countries eat. We were talking about like what animals other countries eat. I'm like, I don't care. Can we just learn how to pronounce words, how to spell them, and how to pass this class so I don't have to take it with you retards anymore?
Man, all the interesting conversations inside that class, I'd be loving to have. What animals do other countries eat? Let's see. We've got China that probably has a dog fetish and a cat fetish. I mean, that cat over there is like probably a cuisine to them.
Or 2 families worth of food.
2 families worth of food.
Yeah.
Don't forget the rice.
That's true. And then we talked about like India, they don't eat cows, but then we do. And then like we were comparing them. I'm like, okay,
So,
I like hamburgers just as much as the next person, but I'd like to, work on what we're doing. We had a club for those types of discussions, and I was the president of the club, and I had to deal with them there too.
You know what's interesting about that is that in India they consider cows like human beings, but better for some reason. And so a cow will be in the middle of the road and they'll just stop for it.
Yeah.
Everything else will be running, but all of a sudden when there's a cow that sits in the middle of the road and acts like a jackass, just sitting there like, yeah, I'm a cow, fuck you.
I'm gonna lay in the road for 3 hours. You're not making it to work today.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, oh, it's just what? That would be awesome if I could sit there and have that excuse going into work. I go into India and I've got this like high profile job. All of a sudden I come in like 4 hours late and they're like, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? I'm like, there was a cow in the road. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Have a good day. Have a good day.
I wonder if that actually works. Oh, there was a cow in the road. Okay, you're fine. Go to work.
Instead of like there being a traffic jam or you had to deal with kids or take your wife to the hospital,
Well,
something like
that's
that.
the thing. Here in America, if there is a traffic jam, they're like, well, you should have left sooner. They're like, it happened in front of me.
Yeah, you can't like control traffic.
Yeah.
There's no way of even knowing most of the time if there is a traffic jam or an accident.
Yeah, I don't like that. I believe jobs should sit there and have the common decency that if there is a traffic jam that, okay, you get free passes for it. Because if I'm driving an hour away, I don't want to spend 2 hours on the road. I only want to spend like the least amount of time on the road, just like an hour just to make it to my work.
It's like it takes me an hour to get here, and then I get here 10 minutes early.
Mm-hmm.
So I can set up everything. It just doesn't seem fair. I mean, if you're using the excuse like every other week, oh, there was a traffic jam, then,
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't use it. But, like, if there was something you weren't expecting, let's say the car in front of you swerves and hits another car, and then there's a big pileup and you can't get across, you should not be punished for somebody else texting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another, going back to the whole cow thing, they sit there and they put cows at a high profile. What happens if you're late to work and you're driving really, really fast, and all of a sudden you don't even see the cow? The cow like comes in front of you, smack, you hit it, and you kill the cow. What happens then? What do you say? Oh, I can't come into work. I just hit a cow. You genocidal bastard.
Pretty sure they'd be reincarnated to a rodent of some kind.
Something like that. It's just the boss is sitting there just like, you are fired. You were not supposed to hit a cow.
Why would you admit to hitting the cow? I'd just be like, there was an accident and there was a cow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how Indians would work
Maybe
with
it's a crime
lies.
to kill a cow.
I think it is.
I think it is,
They
yeah.
go to jail
That's
for a
why
long
they
time.
stop for the cows.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's just like, oh, you damn bastard. You genocidal bastard. You are a sick individual. You have killed a cow. For me, it's just like, gosh, where's the barbecue?
Yeah.
Like, I hit a cow, and I'm just like,
let's not
hey,
let the hamburger go to waste.
yeah, let's get that meat going. Yeah. Oh, I'm
Maybe
sure.
ground beef, but it still needs to be heated up. Flip.
I sit there and I'm like, well, I just hit a god. I guess I'll just put it in the back of my truck and cook it up. Maybe I'll get its powers.
Tell me what to do.
Yes. Audio can pick that up.
What?
The audio picks up.
You're gonna pick
anything
up
with
what?
your microphone.
You can't pick me up.
Were you saying that the audio can pick up you pinching his nipples or something like that?
Just putting the wire on her foot.
Yeah. It may have grazed my foot in a way that
Stop it.
he
Nipple
didn't
pinching.
like.
Stop it.
I'm not
Keep-
nipple pitching. I'm tickling.
Well, don't tickle me.
There's poop on your pants. I can't help
It's
it.
because our dog freaking took so big of a poop today in her cage.
We woke up and we're like, what is that
I was
smell?
so mad that I literally just picked her up by her, back of her fur on the neck and just carried her out to the.
Up like a snoozer.
I'm still utterly confused about this. You're wearing
Utters.
poop on your pants right now. Why in the world didn't you just wash them?
No time.
Because his wife didn't have time.
I have no time to clean.
So you're allowing him to have poop on his pants.
and
Hey.
and somehow got on the TV.
Yeah, he gets poop on my TV.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. That's
Are you nerd
disgusting.
shunning? Sir,
I
are
am-
you nerd
I
shunning?
am nerd shunning you right
Does
now.
that mean I can pull out a poop?
Not when it's streaming and recording.
You know what? I say go for it because you know why? Because it'd be really funny and hilarious and entertaining as soon as we get like all these perverted fans.
Yeah, pretty much.
When is she gonna do it again?
We just turned into pornography.
Pornographic
And that's how you get
podcast.
blocked.
You know what? That should be our podcast now, the Pornographic Nerd Week podcast.
No, let's not and say we
I
did.
don't think he likes that.
You know, we should have like this most outrageous name for our podcast. Instead of Nerd Week podcast, it should be the pornographic pictures of poverty and positively putrid people of Nerd Week podcast.
So people are gonna click on it thinking
It'd
it's
be,
something
just be like
else.
a bunch of peas.
Watch a little bit. and then
Yeah, pretty
realize
much.
that
It's
not
just
the
like the
same.
PPPPPPPP podcast.
Kinda like
PN
the
podcast.
peas.
Yeah.
So if we actually sat there and let's just say we got a lot of fans, okay?
Okay.
And I say
If it's
like
good.
I say like a year from now, if we get a lot of fans, should
very
we
good right here.
actually
Poor baby.
should we actually leave it to the fans to name our podcast?
I think we should give them options.
An
and let them
option
vote.
maybe, but a lot of them will jokingly say stupid stuff.
And that's what I'm looking for.
I would give them options.
I would sit there and want them to just come up with random names, and then I would name them online live. I'd be like, okay, like let's see what ones. And I don't care if they're joking about it.
Yeah.
I would still read it out
It'll
loud.
just be like
We're not
random
gonna name
and
it
rude.
porno.
And
The
stupid.
Panty Podcast.
Like someone will probably be like, the noobs who suck poop through a straw podcast or something like that.
The noobs that suck
If
poop
I
through a
fall off
straw
this carpet,
podcast.
You're cleaning
Throw
it.
up on a carpet podcast.
Throw up on a carpet podcast.
Or the assuming podcast.
Yeah, assuming. I'm
He's
assuming.
not even here. I'm sorry.
Oh, ask him all them questions.
I'm surprised he actually sat there and took the call. He's just like, hey guys, we're not going to make it. You're on the podcast. Oh, okay, I'm not going to watch it. Oh, okay, you asshole.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, you and I talked about this, and you're part of it, to where Matt just is here to be here. He doesn't care otherwise.
Well, he would have come if Aubrey had given him a ride, but she's working.
Yeah.
And if we had known that, we would have picked him up on the way over here because he just lives
Yeah.
down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Is that my phone on the floor?
And you're touching your pants. You better... God damn it. Motherfucker. Hang on.
What is he going to do?
He dropped the mic.
Should I be afraid of what he's going to do?
I think he's getting you like something to clean that off your shoes and pants.
Aubrey said maybe to Denny's, by the way.
I think she's mad at you.
I don't care.
You just make girls mad. What is wrong with you?
Apparently I'm good at it.
Yeah, lots of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every night before I go to bed,
What?
I think about it in my head. What am I going to do to make my
Open
life
your
worse
hand.
for you? Is it sanitizer? I don't need that much. That's too much.
Why do I
Gosh,
need
it's
it?
getting everywhere.
I don't care.
Gosh, it's gonna stink.
Ooh.
Oh, and it's getting in my dog bite. Oh, it
Oh,
hurts.
poor
Ah.
baby.
It doesn't stink.
It smells like.
Smells like alcohol.
I don't
Speaking of alcohol, since I quit my job, I can talk all about my job now.
Ooh.
Everything that happens down there, things that you would not believe.
Are we getting on to that now?
All right, so I want to talk about this guy. For the sake of his privacy, I'm just gonna call him Martin.
Martin. Okay.
Okay, so Martin,
The Martian.
he pretty much
Yeah,
shoots
you
up with-
love my foot. Yeah, you do.
He shoots up with a needle all day, every day. And over at the shelter, he is not allowed in the shelter for almost 8 years. Why? Because he is a fucking ninja. This
Really?
guy sneaks into the shelter, somehow shoots up and sleeps inside the shelter, all right?
Wow.
So, like, every single time we catch him, it was always just like, Martin, what are you doing in here? And he's just like, yeah, god damn it, man, motherfucker, piece of shit, and he just like waddles away, you know. And so it's all of a sudden, instead of being this like
My
total,
footrest now.
instead of being this total like, you know, he's angry and pissed off
Stick my
and
toe
everything
up.
like that, to him now it's a game, and to us it's a game too. We want to see how he gets in, what he does, and somehow he knows the place better than we do. Okay,
Yeah.
we've got keys to everywhere, but somehow he just walks through walls. That bastard.
That's funny.
So
Sorry.
You just kicked that cat in the
I
face.
shocked him.
Rah.
Come here, I'll put my...
Gosh, he's so fat.
fat
Is that what you
ass.
say behind me,
Fat
behind my back?
cat. No.
He's snoring.
No.
So, anyways, Martin, we were sitting there and we're just
Man.
like walking through, and we see Martin. He's sleeping on one of the bunks.
Yeah.
And we don't notice him at first, and then all of a sudden he just kind of slightly gets up, pulls out a needle, wraps his arm, and starts sticking it in. All right, and we're just like, is that? And then we kind of look over. It's Martin. Oh shit, it's Martin. And so we grab the other security guards and like, guys, it's Martin. It's Martin. Hang on 1 second. And we like, all four of us kind of tiptoe over to him.
Yes.
Everybody's like watching us, and he's sitting there just enjoying his eye, just like ah. And we just smack the bug. Martin, motherfucker. He hits his head. He's like, oh, God damn it, you motherfuckers. And it's just like, Martin, we keep telling you, don't come back. And you keep coming back. Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to be in here, but it's comfortable. Okay, I'm leaving.
That's hilarious. Wow.
Oh man, the entire shelter was just laughing because now this guy is just, he's banned for almost life and he just sneaks in.
And is it just because of the fact that he sneaks in? Do you do something wrong at one point?
He has needles on him. You get a 6 month for having needles on you. So if you have needles on you and you're sitting there shooting up heroin, do you think the shelter allows that?
No.
That's
Well,
stupid.
the question is, how does a homeless person get heroin? Like,
Why
they
do you
don't
think
have
they're
money.
homeless?
Well, they don't have money.
Well, that's why they're
Do you think
homeless.
they actually sell it? They sell it. That's how they get money. Homeless, they get 3 sources of income, okay? The first is by begging.
Yeah.
Which is about, I thought it was like 25% of their income. So they're begging on the side of the road. I want money because I am a vet that has 6 children and a wife that left me.
And
So
a dog
please,
with 3 legs.
and a dog with 3 legs.
Yeah, don't forget
Please help me. By the way, I do have a chipmunk. He's still another mouth to feed. Motherfucker. And they sit there just on the side of the road. They get money from
And
them.
people feel guilty.
And they give them money. So a lot of people give them money. Okay. The next source of income is the government. The government actually gives them several things such as Social Security, disability, all that different types of stuff. So they actually get a source of income from the government.
Yeah.
All right. The next thing that they do is they sell drugs. They sell drugs consistently. It's like we see them on a daily basis just sitting there just going, oh, here you go. I went there, normal clothes one day, and I was offered black 6 times by 6 random people. Do you know what black is?
No.
Black tar heroin.
Oh, okay.
Nasty stuff.
Yeah.
So
Wait, why did you go in like without your like?
I just wanted to walk around. I was going to grab something to eat. So I just took off my uniform and just started walking down the road. Nobody noticed who I was. Like,
That's
nobody.
funny.
I walked around and they're just like, hey, dude, do you want some black tar heroin? I've got some. I've got it for cheaper than anybody else. And it's just like, no, thanks, dude. And you just kind of walk away.
Yeah.
You're just like, damn.
That's funny.
Uh,
So funny.
Let's see. One thing I do want to talk about is spice. Anybody who is a spice addict, get off of it right now.
Isn't that like a poser form of weed?
It's not a poser form of weed. It's more like think of weed on like Arnold Schwarzenegger jacked up steroids. You know? There's the normal weed that's like, I don't know, the actor who played Harry Potter when he was 5 years old. You're just like, hi, that's weed. That's normal weed, okay? Then you've got spice that's jacked up, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger jacked up on steroids, just like, wah. That stuff is deadly. Couple of people died because of steroids. No, not steroids, spice. And they put random things like Raid in it. Do you know what Raid is?
Yeah, the
Cockroach killer.
Yeah, cockroach killer.
They put cockroach killer in it, and people actually sit there and they're like, hang on one sec. They actually do it. They're that stupid. They know it has bad shit in it, and they actually will do it.
That's stupid.
So they go in what's called, I call it a spice-induced coma, where they're pretty much just like,
Yeah.
so what they'll do is pretty much the ambulance and the police. I feel so bad for them because they have to deal with that shit all day, every day.
Yeah.
They have some guy who lights up spice and all of a sudden goes into one of these comas. He goes into it for like 20 minutes. He's sitting there convulsing.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, the guy's dying. The guy's dying. You know? 20 minutes later, he gets up and walks away as if nothing happens. As if nothing actually happened. So the police didn't know how to deal with it when it first happened.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, bring him into the ambulance. They get them into the ambulance, and all of a sudden, like, they get down the road, and it's like, let me out, let me out, let me out.
Come here, kitty.
Dude, you were dead. Yeah.
Come here, kitty.
Yeah.
Come to me,
I was
Freddy.
dead.
So, you gonna miss this job that you quit?
I loved it. I really did. It was one of the funnest
Holding
jobs,
hostage.
but it was just too far away. I had to drive an hour away just to be able to get to it.
Yeah.
What I would really like to do is to just do this full time.
It would be nice.
It would be so nice
It would
if
be
this
great.
was full time and we had an office and we could actually sit there,
Don't
go
get
out to
the
movies.
cat.
Like, wouldn't it be so cool as if all of us got together and we're just like, all right, this week we're going to be watching this, and for like 4 hours we watch an anime.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
It would. It really would.
But that's down the future. That's down the road when we finally figure out how to get more people.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's some of my stories, and I've had fun with that.
Yeah.
Some people are just like too shocked to even talk about it. You know, they just sit there and they.
These people that I meet.
I like messing with the cat. It's fun.
Well, nobody knows what happens down there. Like nobody.
You mean like at this place?
At this place,
Yeah.
they have no clue. The community comes around and they sit there and they're just like, oh my gosh, those poor people. And they sit there and they give them food, they give them like clothing, and they give them all this different types of stuff. They're giving food, clothing to gang members, to rapists, to pretty much really, really bad people.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, buddy. This cat is fat.
I don't know. The only thing about that I have is it just, I don't know. It bugs me when I see someone on the corner of a road and they're holding some sort of sign saying, you know, veteran, homeless, need to pay rent. And I'm like, so if you need money, why don't you get a job? Is it really that hard, or are you just too lazy to get one?
Especially with all the fast food places hiring right now.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
So there's two reasons why they do it. One, it's easier and they make more money off of it. Two, they have to take drug tests just to be able to do jobs like that. So, I mean, when you're
Isn't it worth it just to stay off whatever you're on until you get the job?
Nope, not to them.
Yeah.
Everything's been given to them, okay? Literally. They have the shelter, which is a literal house and a bed that is given to them. They've got food given to them. Every single time, like, I've seen people with big old arms due to infection because of the needles that they use. It's disgusting, okay? They will go through a trash can, find a needle that somebody else used, cook up heroin and put it inside their arm, and all of a sudden, like 3 weeks later, their arm's like this big. Well, they get free health care. We're just like, hey, go down the road to the healthcare clinic and they'll take care of you. And literally, they get taken care of. So it's like, they get free food, free home and board, and free health care.
Yeah.
Why in the world would they give that up for a job?
I would say for most of them, it's the addiction. They can't give it up.
They can't give it up. It's too cush for them. It's really too cush. When people look at homeless are just people who, can't really get a job because of their addiction. That's what they think. But in all reality, it's too cush to actually do anything else. But that's my opinion. People sit there and they can judge all they want. They can say, nope, you're wrong. You're wrong. Nah, I witnessed it. I saw everything. I see it on a daily basis. I'm just like, man, that's not right. That's not right at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then I figured out how much the shelter was spending on these people. $3 million a year.
That's way too much.
$3 million the shelter was spending. And these proceeds are coming from big businesses, you know? Kind of like, AT&T and stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know which places, but they give them, okay? And it's like, So pretty much they take advantage of the system. One quick story, and then I'll let this go because I have a feeling that you guys are just bored to death with this. I find it
You
funny.
made Firefly fall asleep.
Well, Firefly was already asleep, wasn't
That's
he?
how bad it was.
Oh. So there's this woman. Her name is Barbara. That's the name I'm going to give her. Okay.
Okay.
So she sits there, and we have problems with her because she's always arguing with staff and hitting staff. You know.
Oh, okay.
Just that type of woman. Okay. She's just like bam, bam, bam. Mr. Security Officer of the United States of America. That type of person.
Oh, jeez.
So my partner was just like, gosh, I don't want to deal with her today. Do you want to deal with her? And I'm just like, yeah, no problem. I'll deal with her. It usually takes a normal person 20 minutes just to be able to deal with her and get her outside, because the way we approach things is we just are nice. We just be nice. We just be nice. We just be nice, you know?
Yeah.
And then eventually, being so nice and pestering them, we get them to do what we want. All right? But it takes a long time. Today, I was not going to take it. I was just like, no. So she sat there, and I'm just like, hey, Barbara, how's it going? And she's just like, Mr. Security Officer of the United States of America, I have a complaint about the shelter of the United States of America. Okay, what's the complaint? We, as the residents, own this place because we live in this place. And then I'm like, okay, so you made your argument. Okay. And this person, okay, one of the staff members, right? This person of the shelter of the United States of America trying to tell me what to do. And I said, okay, did you pay for this place? She's like, excuse me? I'm like, did you pay for this place? Is it yours? Did you spend $6 million on this place so that way you can be able to stay here and be able to give it to other people? No. I'm like, okay. So the owner of this place spent $6 million to pay for this place. The owner hired her. She speaks for the owner, and if she speaks for the owner and the owner says she doesn't want you in here because you're being rude to her and you're being rude to the people around you, then you need to go. And she's like, but Mr. Security, I'm like, no, stop right there. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
I'm just gonna stop you right there.
Okay, the fact is you don't own this place, and we've been through this song and dance several hundred times, and the fact is that you're gonna be outside by the time I'm done with you. Okay, either by me or by the police. Your call. But either way, you're going to be outside. So you could have a choice. You can either walk away and have a good day, or you could sit there and argue with me for 20 or 30 minutes, and then I just get PD to escort you out, and then you have another 6 months that you can't come in this place.
Yeah.
And she's just like, she turns around and walks away. I'm like, yes, it took 5 minutes to get her out. It took
And
5
she actually
minutes.
left?
She actually left.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's just like, she has had, been some stories about her. She had one day where she was off her meds.
Uh-oh.
She's on medication. And so one of the guys there, bless his sweet little heart, he got scarred for life.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound like a good story.
Bless his sweet little heart. I felt so bad for him. Barbara was inside the stalls, you know?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you know, she's been in there for a long time, obviously getting high off of something.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the security officers, a female, starts banging on the door. Hey, Barbara, can you come out? Barbara, can you come out? And then she busts open the door. She's like, oh, where am I? I'm in Mexico? I'm in Mexico. And it's like, no, you're here. No, I don't want to be in Mexico. And she strips down, butt naked, takes a dump and a piss at the same time.
Oh, no.
Just releases all of her excrement everywhere, and then runs out. And the security officer's just like, shit, what just happened? The other security officer was outside chilling out and just hearing things, and is just like, hey, are you okay? The guy's a male. And all of a sudden she busts out and looks over and says, officer, with excrement everywhere.
Oh, no.
And it starts running up to him, and he's like, no, no, shit. And
Oh,
she's
my gosh.
just like, help me. And she's naked, excrement everywhere, and he's just like, oh god damn.
He's like,
So-
I have to be the one that handles this.
yeah,
Wow.
exactly. The other security officer grabs like towels and just like starts draping them over her. And she's just like, she's just throwing them off and running around the shelter absolutely nude.
I can't believe that.
Oh man, he had to sit there and just like go like this. No. I felt so bad for him that day. So they finally called a medical. Medical came by and, just calmed her down by putting her on drugs, and then
Yeah.
Her meds.
her giving her meds and everything, and she was calm for another week. She's usually calm whenever she has her meds, but then she'll stop taking them and then be like absolutely crazy, We always thought that she needed to be in like an not like an insane asylum, just like a place where those types of people can be helped,
Pretty much.
Arkham.
Arkham Asylum. I can see Harley Quinn helping her out. Harley! Oh shit.
Not this bitch again.
It should be the new Batman drama.
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum, the drama within. Which reminds me, didn't you like that little trailer? Wouldn't that be a really cool like sitcom?
It would be, yeah. I mean, they did Gotham, the show, so why not do something like Gotham High? I think that could
Why
pass.
not? I mean, right now you have most of the characters, and they're like preteens,
That
They're-
reminds me
Or
of the
they're
episode of
really young.
Exactly. They act like teenagers. But they're just kind of like the shadow of their figures.
yeah.
Mr. Freeze just is very cold to people. Joker just laughs at people and their pain, but doesn't kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. We were watching Gotham the other day, and like we got to the point where they have them in the tanks, and you have
Gallivant.
Gallivant facing you, and then you can tell Joker's in the one, even though he's not facing you. Like you can see the back, and you can tell by his hair that it's him. And then there's two other people, and like we can't see who's in the third one.
Yeah, we can't really tell who's in the other ones.
But in the fourth one, wasn't it the girl that
Yeah,
with
the girl with the
flamethrower?
flamethrower, yeah.
So, is it... Now, this is total spoilers for me because I haven't caught up, but I thought the Joker was dead.
Not what we saw.
He's like in a tube.
He's in some sort of water tank being held in the bottom
He
of
was stabbed,
the...
okay?
Yeah.
But
So it was the same guy.
yeah, the same guy. We
You
don't know
saw
why
we
he's
saw
in the
his
tube.
red hair.
Okay.
So it's got to be him, but
And like it's the same figure. It's like it's him. You know it is the same figure, the same hair, but we don't know why he's in a tube filled with water.
and this doctor that's holding these guys in like the
Dr.
bottom of
Strange.
the place is Doctor Strange.
And he's in Arkham working experiments on these people.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Did the Riddler start coming out of the closet and actually start killing more people?
no.
Not yet.
Aw.
We haven't seen him very much actually. So
Yeah.
we've seen mostly Mr. Freeze, which
Mr. Freeze.
has been pretty cool actually.
And then the relationship between the doctor and
Hold it closer to your mouth so you can.
I'm gonna eat it if you put it closer to my mouth. The doctor and gosh, what's his name?
That really sounded wrong.
Yeah. Stop.
No, you can't.
I will sit over there. With
No, you won't.
Put it closer to your mouth. I'm gonna eat it.
Anyway, so you're talking about Gordon?
Yeah, Gordon and the doctor, like you see more of their relationship going on. They seem like they're fighting. It's on the floor.
Yeah.
They start arguing a little bit more than they used to. And I think it all has to do with the fact that she's worried about her patients and what she has to do in her work, and he's more focused on this is the police way of doing things, and this seems like a good idea to me, but it might not seem like a good idea
Right.
to you.
Is Harley Quinn, did she show up as just one of the doctors or kind of like high school person?
We haven't seen her yet.
I don't think we have.
So we've seen Poison Ivy, we've seen
Yeah.
Catwoman. We just haven't seen Harley Quinn. And I would assume that she would be in high school by this time.
Probably, maybe.
You know?
It's-
Yeah, I think
Probably
so,
high
just
school.
because you have Ivy and you have Catwoman, yes.
Yeah.
And they're younger, like Bruce.
Mhm.
And so you would assume she'd either be a little bit older than them or around the same age group.
That would be actually really funny if they actually made it to where Harley Quinn did fall in love with Bruce Wayne and actually made out with him a couple of times, just like, you know, he's going after Catwoman, and finally, Harley Quinn comes out and just is like, "Oh, hi, my name's Harley," and they start dating.
Well, and that's the thing. You met the Joker, but he didn't, like, go by that name yet.
Nope.
So we probably will meet her or have already met her, and we just don't know
When
yet.
does the Joker actually die?
He died, like, a season ago.
But he's not dead.
He's in a tube.
He's in a tube.
Mm-hmm.
When did it, have you noticed that in every single one of the cartoons, he will sit there and get thrown out of a building, and then all of a sudden you're just like, where is he? Oh, he's still alive somewhere.
Yeah.
He was in a plane crash in the middle of the ocean, and then he shows up like 6 months later.
Yeah.
You thought I was dead. I wasn't.
Well, I mean, think about it story-wise. If the villains were dead, like if Batman actually killed the villains that he went up against somehow, like there wouldn't be a whole lot of shows.
Eventually, he'd
movies.
run out of people
Yeah.
because, like,
Hey,
let's- if he
Punisher
killed
has
the
plenty of
Joker-
people.
Does he?
If he killed the Joker in the first time he went up against him, then people are like, well, he's going to go kill those people. I don't want to go up against him. So,
Speaking of which, the new Daredevil's coming out.
Yep. It's going to be in like what, the 25th? It's like the week that Batman versus Superman comes out.
And then we got our review for that. But I can't wait to see it because I can't wait to see how they react with Punisher, because Punisher looks.
Don't forget, Elektra's going to be in there.
So they've
is it
got-
Elektra?
So they got 3 like major characters that would be awesome.
Who is that girl that shows up in
Elektra.
Yeah, she's going to be in it too.
Mhm.
And Punisher. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that they
I'm
casted that guy as Punisher too.
I'm surprised. Like, okay, I know that this new Elektra is going to be doing Elektra justice, but
Yeah.
like back in the day when it was Jennifer Garner that did Elektra, I'm surprised that not a lot of people liked that movie. Did you ever see it?
The movie Elektra?
Yeah,
I don't think I did.
you never watched it. I liked it, but I guess a lot of people were just turned off because it was just the reminder of Daredevil's Ben
Ben Affleck's Daredevil, yep.
Affleck's Den.
And he's trying to make up for it by being Batman now.
So what do you think? Do you think Batman? He's going to be a good Batman? I mean, the trailers have been selling it pretty well.
yeah.
It's kind of funny. Ben Affleck was Daredevil, and then he went to Batman. Ryan Reynolds was
Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern, and now he's Deadpool. I think that
Well, he was
kinda-
Deadpool
He made
first.
a better Deadpool than Green Lantern.
That's true, but he was a horrible Deadpool. But that's not his fault.
That's not his fault. No, it's his director's fault.
Yeah,
It was a horrible Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
Well, he was a great Deadpool. It was just the very end. At the very end, they made it that the director's decision to show his fucking mouth shut.
And I didn't like the swords coming out of his
Fists.
fist. Yeah, that was stupid.
Then he sat there and was having the beam eyes, just like Cyclops. Like, really? Come on. But anyways, that's our complaints for that. So you made a great Deadpool. Was there any other superheroes that were terrible that all of a sudden they get redeemed?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, we can kind of say the Hulk. I mean,
That did get a little better.
it was only good for me. The Hulk only got good when he was in the Avengers. Because
I like the Incredible Hulk. Did you watch it?
which one are you talking about? The one with
Edward Norton.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
That one was really
I've seen
good.
that one
I really wish that Edward Norton would have been able to
Yes. Continue.
continue with it.
Yeah.
Because even though we got Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, it would have been really cool to see Edward Norton inside all the Avengers.
I like to call him Mark Buffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. All right, I think we're done right
Yeah, we
now.
gotta end it.
We gotta end this.
Ba, ba, ba,
We're gonna end it with my boob going like this. Boob. We're gonna do that. You're gonna do it. Do it.
I'll do it with this one.
There you go. Till
All
next
right.
time, nerds. Trolling, I'll troll you back. And my boob.
Leave a comment, subscribe. Remember, we're on Twitch for Nerd Week Gaming.
I got
Nerd Week Gaming
boobies.
2, Nerd Week Gaming 3.
I got boobies.
We have Instagram, Twitter,
I got boobies too.
Facebook,
I got boobies.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got boobies.
I am the Thing.
Rogue.
I got boobies.
So do I, but you don't see me showing them off.
All the time. Oh my god. When is she never going like? Seriously, I have not seen it. We'll be coming home. This is the last thing. I'll be coming over to your house, and you're like, "Hey, Luke."
Oh, yeah, because I've totally done that.
You've done it every time. Like, "Hey, Luke." I'm like,
I know.
No.
I know. I do it at the end of the
No.
podcast.
"No, I don't want to
And
see."
I just want to say something real quick. We do have that new segment that we've released called Nerd Week Gaming.
Nerd Week Gaming.
It's something that I've been working on just because I want to try it out. You know, we're going to later on come out with collaborative gaming where, you know, Luke and I will play, or all three of us will play a game. And so
She had a really funny thing. She learned how to teabag.
Did.
I should have recorded that.
He should have, because we're sitting there, and then Firefly's like, "Why is he not recording you?" Because I'm like
Yeah.
learning how
And
to
we'll
do the
we'll get her
controls.
on some gaming streams as well.
Yeah.
Get her on it. The next one. You're boring. Boring.
Hey,
Boring.
But I'll
I
die.
put-
I want her.
But
I
I'll
put in my
die.
2 cents.
You know what? I tell you, what.
Do the,
I
I
will.
do the talking, and you do the gaming, and then that way I'll be entertaining, and then, you know.
I think
Yeah.
I talk a
I
lot
will
more when
die.
I'm playing Black Ops, though. I always said quite a bit when I was kicking ass.
Kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have her do all the talking, and you just
Do
you're
the
just
playing.
not there.
I'll just edit while you play. How about that?
She's sitting there like, "Guys, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I'm stuck in the corner."
Bag, do some bagging. Oh, now I know what to do. Thanks."
Achievement unlocked.
Moonroof. All right, till next time, guys. Troll and I'll troll you back. See ya.
See ya.